Today, let's talk about 11 things the Stoics would advise you should quietly eliminate from your life. Out with the bad, in with the good. This will help you focus your energy on what truly matters. Toxic relationships. Carefully prune contacts who drag you into drama, pettiness, or bring out your worst. Toxic relationships can be draining, affecting our mental and emotional well-being. The first step is recognizing the signs. Constant negativity, manipulation, or feeling depleted after interactions. Once identified, it's time to consider creating distance. Instead of making a grand announcement, consider quietly setting boundaries. Gradually limit your exposure to the toxic individual, whether it's through less frequent communication or politely declining invitations. This allows you to prioritize your own well-being without unnecessary confrontation. Invest time in self-care and personal growth by redirecting energy towards activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. You naturally distance yourself from toxicity. Cultivate a circle of positivity. Strengthen connections with those who uplift and support you. Mindless amusements. Spend less time binging shows or games that mentally numb you from what matters. Mindless amusements, while entertaining, can sometimes consume more of our time than we realize. It's essential to reflect on how these activities align with our goals and whether they contribute to our overall well-being. Instead of abrupt changes, consider a gradual transition. Start by identifying mindless activities that no longer serve you, and slowly replace them with more purposeful pursuits. This allows for a smoother adjustment without feeling like you're missing out. Explore intentional alternatives. Replace mindless scrolling with a mindful activity, such as reading a book, going for a walk, or engaging in a hobby. These intentional choices add depth and meaning to your leisure time. Rediscover your passions. Often, mindless amusements serve as temporary distractions. By reconnecting with activities that truly bring you joy and fulfillment, you naturally phase out the need for mindless distractions. Excessive luxuries. Trim comfortable excesses that fuel attachment to external things rather than inner virtues. Excessive luxuries, while enticing, can sometimes overshadow the simplicity that brings true contentment. Begin by reassessing your choices and considering whether these luxuries align with your values and contribute to your overall well-being. Instead of drastic changes, opt for a slow and steady transition. Gradually reduce your dependence on excessive luxuries, allowing yourself the time to appreciate a simpler, more meaningful way of living. Shift your focus towards experiences over possessions. Cultivate memories and moments that enrich your life, rather than accumulating material excess. This subtle shift can lead to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven existence. Embrace sustainability. Choose quality over quantity, supporting products and experiences that align with eco-friendly and ethical practices. By doing so, you contribute to a positive impact on both your life and the environment. Distractions before bed. Remove screens earlier to ensure adequate rest, rather than skimming nonsense online. Distractions before bedtime. can hinder our ability to unwind and enjoy a restful night's sleep. The first step is recognizing the impact these distractions have on our sleep quality and overall well-being. Consider a digital detox before bed. The blue light emitted by screens can disrupt our natural sleep-wake cycle. Try to establish a screen-free zone, at least an hour before bedtime, allowing your mind to ease into a more tranquil state. Transform your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary. Remove clutter, dim the lights, and create a calming atmosphere. Establish a mindful pre-sleep routine. Engage in relaxing activities, like reading a book, practicing deep breathing, or gentle stretching. Most news. Stay basically informed, but don't become overwhelmed by events you can't control. Most news can take a toll on our well-being, from increased stress to information overload. The first step is recognizing the impact it has on your mental health, and understanding that you have the power to make a change. Start by setting boundaries. Designate specific times for news consumption, and outside those times, consciously disconnect. This simple practice helps create a healthy separation between staying informed and preserving your peace of mind. Choose your news sources wisely. Opt for reputable outlets that prioritize accuracy over sensationalism. By curating your information intake, you ensure that the news you receive is both reliable and relevant. Replace excessive news consumption with alternative activities, in a hobby, or spending quality time with loved ones. Diversifying your interests allows you to break free from the constant news cycle. Comparisons to others. Focus on your own path, rather than envy of others' success or appearances. Comparisons to others can be a heavy load on our minds, affecting our self-esteem and overall happiness. The first step is acknowledging the impact these comparisons have on our mental well-being. Shift your focus inward. Instead of constantly measuring yourself against others, redirect your attention to your own growth, achievements, and personal journey. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Cultivate gratitude. Regularly take time to appreciate the positives in your life. Gratitude helps shift your perspective, reminding you of the unique and valuable aspects of your own journey. Set realistic goals based on your values and aspirations. Comparisons often arise when our goals are influenced by external factors. Define success on your terms, aligning with your authentic self. Perfectionism. Progress in virtues matters more than an impossible ideal of reaching zero flaws. Perfectionism, while often seen as a pursuit of excellence, can become a heavy burden. The constant pursuit of flawlessness can lead to stress, anxiety, and an unrelenting dissatisfaction with oneself. It's time to acknowledge the impact and gently let it go. Redefine success on your terms. Rather than aiming for an unattainable ideal, set realistic goals that align with your values and aspirations. Understand that the journey is just as important as the destination. Shift your focus from perfection to progress. Celebrate small victories and acknowledge the effort you put into your endeavors. The journey towards your goals is a series of steps, each one contributing to your growth. Attachment to outcomes. Prefer the right efforts, but accept that results ultimately are not up to us. Detach. Attachment to outcomes can create unnecessary stress and hinder our ability to fully enjoy the present. It's time to acknowledge the impact of these attachments and explore ways to gracefully let go. Cultivate presence. Shift your focus from dwelling on future outcomes to fully immersing yourself in the current moment. Whether it's a task, a conversation, or a simple activity, find joy and fulfillment in the now. Detach with love. Allow yourself to invest effort and dedication to your goals without attaching your self-worth to the outcome. Embrace the process, recognizing that growth and learning often come from the journey itself. Trust the unfolding of life. Understand that not everything is within your control, and that's perfectly okay. Embrace uncertainty with an open heart, knowing that each moment carries its own unique gifts. Complaining. Replace vocal complaints about life's inevitabilities with purposeful action towards what you can change. Complaining, a common habit that can unknowingly shape our mindset. The first step to change is recognizing when we fall into the pattern of complaining and understanding its impact on our well-being. Cultivate gratitude. Shift your focus from what's lacking to what you appreciate in your life. Regularly practice acknowledging and expressing gratitude for the positive aspects, fostering a more optimistic perspective. Transform complaints into solutions. When faced with a challenge, instead of dwelling on the problem, shift your mindset towards finding constructive solutions. This proactive approach empowers you to take control of your circumstances. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with individuals who inspire and uplift you. By fostering a positive environment, you naturally encourage a mindset that is focused on solutions rather than complaints. Fickle pleasure seeking. Moderation over chasing after fleeting hedonistic thrills that leave you empty. Fickle pleasure seeking. The quest for momentary highs that often leave us craving more. The first step towards change is recognizing when we fall into the pattern of seeking pleasure without lasting satisfaction. Explore deeper sources of fulfillment. Instead of relying on fleeting pleasures, identify activities and pursuits that align with your values and bring sustained joy. This could be cultivating meaningful relationships, pursuing passions, or contributing to others. Practice mindful consumption. Whether it's food, entertainment, or material possessions, be intentional in your choices. Savor experiences and appreciate the value they bring, rather than chasing the next fleeting pleasure. Cultivate contentment within. Shift your mindset from constant seeking to appreciating the present moment. Recognize that true fulfillment often comes from within, and it doesn't rely solely on external stimuli. Self-pity. Ditch victim narratives that disempower you from proactive flourishing. Self-pity, a common emotion that can hinder our ability to thrive. The first step to change is recognizing when we fall into the pattern of self-pity and understanding its impact on our well-being. Shift your focus to self-compassion. Instead of dwelling on perceived shortcomings or setbacks, approach yourself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge that everyone faces challenges, and it's okay not to have everything figured out. Cultivate gratitude. Shift your perspective from what's lacking to what you're grateful for in your life. Regularly reflecting on the positives can help counteract feelings of self-pity and foster a more optimistic outlook. Foster resilience. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of succumbing to self-pity in difficult situations, focus on how you can overcome obstacles and emerge stronger on the other side. This 11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button. Share your own experiences in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for more content on intentional living.